Okay, here is the Puppet Warp. Just some basics on Puppet Warp. This should be a pretty quick video. So we are going to have our layer selected, okay, down here. Okay, make sure it's that layer, not hue saturation or any other layer. Otherwise, it's going to Puppet Warp, but it's going to not do it the way you want to. The other thing we need to do is we need to hold Control down and click on our thumbnail, and that highlights the me in this case, you in your case, and now we can do some Puppet Warp stuff to this. So we go to Edit, and then down to Puppet Warp, click on Puppet Warp, and now we have our different abilities to mess with this. Now yours probably showed the mesh first off. I like more points because those are more points to be able to play with, and I like changing this to 0 pixels so that it is right on our selection, not selecting anything outside of it. Okay, it probably won't matter in this case, but it's kind of nice to have it right on the selection. So now we can start dropping pins down. Okay, so you can drop pins where in places where you don't want it to move. Okay, so I can hold Alt right now and rotate this bad boy around. Maybe he doesn't want to move. Let's try dropping another pin somewhere. Oh, there we go. Now he's moving. Okay. So I can move him around. Okay, like so. Switch him around. Okay. I'm going to hit Control Alt Z, or actually get rid of all the pins by using this. So he goes back to normal. Okay. I'm actually going to take the mesh points off so you can see better. So I just want to move the arms. So if I just want to move the arms, chin, chest, like belly button area, maybe some sides like that, belt line, corner, 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 corner. This kind of just helps anchor. Now, especially if you're moving the arms, you're going to want to probably put some down on those shoulders. Okay. So depending on what you want to move, okay, you can choose. Now, see how this has a white dot in the middle of it? That means it's the selected one. Okay. If you hold Shift, you can select multiple points. So then when you move this point, as I mess up, when you move this point, it moves everything. Okay. So there's flapping wings, right? Okay. Control Z. I want to do that. So I still have those two selected. So I want to just select one of them. I can just click. Let's say I put a dot down and I don't want it there. You have to hit Alt and then click on it and it'll get rid of it. Okay. So let's say I want to move this down a little bit. So how would I do that? I would hit Alt, and then, sorry, I have to select it, Alt, and then we have this little thing, and now I can move it up or down. Okay. So in this case, move it down by my side, and there's only a certain range you can go. And if I want to bend that elbow, remember here's like where you naturally would bend. I actually want to put my point right there and then do our Alt and then rotate. I don't know why, but that just helps with it. And, maybe I put my hand in my pocket like that. Okay. One of the ways you can make this hand disappear behind is you can click on that point, and then these little things up here say pin depth. That pin depth means bring it up or bring it down. So if we bring that pin depth down, if we click it a bunch, it should go away, but it's not because it's being mean. So you could put stuff behind pins, in front of pins, all that kind of stuff. Oh, that's why. It's actually this pin that needs to go behind. So let me click. There we go. Now it makes it look like my hand is in my pocket. Okay. The other thing, obviously, you can do is you can click over here. I'm going to undo that. Let's click a little bit further and Alt and straighten this arm out. And we can even have him waving, even though that looks really weird. Or maybe I'll have him just turn and go like so. Okay. So obviously that looks awkward, but if you need to just make a little adjustment here or there, you can. So let's straighten that arm out. Alt, and then kind of straighten it out. And then let's say we needed it a little bit higher. You can just grab that and bring it up like that. Remember, you can also just grab stuff and stretch it. Obviously, that's going to make it look more cartoony. So that's pretty much Puppet Warp. It should help you be able to put your arms around stuff or raise up your arms or whatever you need to do to change your picture. Okay.